ever settle for a man who's always playing it safe in life, because that kind of man is never willing to take any risk. You need a guy who wakes up at 5 in the morning and tells you, babe, let's go to Paris. Or on a random ass weekends, he'll just take you to bungee jumping.
Yo, what's good, baby? This your boy Flint Flossy in the building. So this video y'all about to see, it caught my attention because I feel this way of thinking is perpetuating a narrative today that's a problem in my opinion. You feel me? But I'm gonna let y'all check this out, let you know what I'm thinking.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this out loud, but women, if you want your life to be fun and exciting even when you're 80, never ever settle for a man who's always playing it safe in life, because that kind of man is never willing to take any risk. That means your life will be pretty dull and predictable. You need a guy who wakes up at 5 in the morning and tells you, babe, let's go to Paris. Or on a random ass weekends, he'll just take you to bungee jumping, or he'll take you to do something spontaneous and fun that is unplanned, because otherwise what's the point of living life with a guy who just wakes up every morning, goes to gym, goes to work, comes home, eats and sleep? You don't want that kind of life. And remember, anyone who's always playing it safe, that means there are so many missed opportunities, and why would you want to live with a guy like that? So please choose your man wisely and please make your life exciting.
You know, I noticed something that's really standing out in a lot of messaging today, and it really makes me perturbed, man. You know, it irks me, grinds my gears, is the belittling of the everyday working man. Now, what I do in particular is rather unorthodox. I've always been known to be a risk taker, but I'm gonna tell you, I have the utmost respect for the everyday working man. I've done it all myself. I've done everything from clean toilets to a server at a restaurant to selling newspapers at a call center. The list goes on. So I know firsthand how it feels to have to wake up early, to clock in, work your ass off, sweat, and clock out late. But there was once a time where a man was inspired to do that because it was more respected. But now it's seeming like average ain't good enough. And I don't like this narrative. And it sounds even worse when you hear average people say they're too good to date average people. You're like, what? What? Come on, let's be real. Let's be realistic right here, all right? How many dudes can actually be like, hey, you feel like going to Paris today? Let's just go. Let's get out of here. Let's go bungee jumping too. Huh? Let's just do it. I'm feeling wild. Come on. Like, what the Yo, this is some Delulu advice. I'm sorry. It just ain't realistic like that. I ain't trying to play the lady, but that stuff costs money. It may be too expensive for him to take a random trip. He has to be disciplined. He has to budget. He has responsibilities to handle. If he has to go to work every day to keep the lights on for you and the family, he ain't gonna have the energy to always keep things exciting just for you. That mortgage bill due, that Disney Plus bill due, he gotta handle his. So you really searching for some high earning, rebel rock star kind of man. You know, and nothing's impossible but what is probable. All right. Now, it's one thing if you live your own life like this. Hey, if these are your requirements, do you? That's your life. But you know, when people out here spreading this like it's great advice, and then you'll have a sizable sector of women that buy into this way of thinking, overshadowing the ones that don't feel this way, that don't think this way. And then boom, you got all these women chasing this one mystical motherfucker named Miguel, okay, that's gonna ride on his horse and be like, hey, let's go to Paris, bungee jumping, let's go to Paris, and they feel they're not gonna settle until they get them. And what's gonna happen? They look past Paul the welder or Tommy the customer service manager, men who were truly interested, genuinely cared about them, had good character. They may not had the money to, you know, fly to Europe on a whim, but guess what? They'll give you what they have. And it says more if a man has $500 in his account and gives you 400 versus a man that has $1 million in his account and gives you 1,000. You feel me? It means more. But apparently, those men will get looked past by an average woman with, this woman's ideology, because these guys will be deemed as boring, stable, predictable. But what's wrong with being stable? What's wrong with predictability? I really hate that it's being disparaged in a lot of today's narrative. Like, for real. Like, this, let me tell you something, man. The entrepreneur game, the industry, entertainment, music, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just being an entrepreneur, creating, moving and shaking, it ain't easy, bruh. It ain't easy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're gonna have your highs and you're gonna have your lows. And when you're at your lows, the main thing that's gonna push you is like, yo, you can't see yourself doing anything else. That's why I do what I do. I feel it's my calling. It's a burning passion inside of you. Like, after I record this, I'm gonna edit it, put it out, and I'm on to something else. That's why you should hit that subscribe button, because your boy works hard. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, it really ain't for everybody. So to push this narrative out there, like, don't settle for a man who's stable. Find one that's gonna, keep you on your toes and be exciting and all of this stuff. Like, it's poppycock, malarkey. And another thing, you really think a man in that position that probably busted his ass for years to be able to get those means is gonna be with just you? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm just be honest here. The chances are pretty slim. So when he's taking you to Paris on Thursday, then he probably taking that big booty friend you introduced him to Dubai on Sunday, along with 2 other freaks, because all of y'all are after the same dude, and he's very aware of this. You can't come on TikTok talking about all men are dogs. You guys are dirty. You don't want to settle down. You guys are all dogs. Trash. No. No. It's the one that you're choosing to go after, and that comes with consequences.
And us women place guys into 3 categories. The first category is the guy that we meet and we instantly just want.
Yo, what's good, baby? This your boy Flint Flossy in the building. So I came across these 2 clips, and I like content like this. When you hear people talking that raw, uncut, what's going down when you ain't around, you feel me? It may not be what you like to hear, but sometimes it's what you need to hear so you know how to move in these streets. But I'm gonna play these clips, and I'm gonna let you know what I'm thinking.
And us women place guys into 3 categories. The first category is the guy that we meet and we instantly just want. The sexual chemistry is high. We don't care what they do or how much they make, they are getting it. The second type is the guy that he's okay. He's maybe not that good looking, but he's willing to spend money. He's going to pay our bills. He's going to buy us nice things. He's going to take us on all the dinner dates. But is he the one? No. Is sexual chemistry high? Or mid, probably. And then there's a third guy. The third guy doesn't have a shot in hell. There is nothing that he can do. There is no amount of money that he can make that would make us want him. He is a no right off the bat. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
Yep, you are telling the truth. I learned early on. I had older brothers to put me on game. There was a time I liked this girl in grade school. Oh man, Narissa. Ooh, man, I thought she was beautiful. All the boys in the class had a crush on this girl, but I felt I could get her. I was putting in work. I was chasing. I was on her heels. Like cheap stilettos. But there was this other girl in my class that had a crush on me. But I kind of played it to the left. You feel me? I really wasn't feeling her. It was like, I didn't really pay her no mind. So one day I had a flower for Narissa. You know, the girl I was feeling, the one I was on her heels like bad callous. So I had this flower for her, and my brother seen I had a flower for her, right? So he started asking me questions. He like, yo, you been after this girl for a while. Did she tell you that she likes you? I'm like, nah, not yet. You feel me? He like, yo, man, I'm sure there's another girl in your class that's feeling you, because women that like you don't make it this difficult. And I was like, yeah, you know, there actually is another girl that has a crush on me, you know, but I ain't really feeling her like that. You feel me? So he said, yo, so you trying to convince this girl to like you, getting the flowers and all this stuff, when you already got a girl in the bag that likes you? Man, fuck them flowers. Yo. But that's something I needed to hear though. Didn't feel good at the time. I felt kind of dumb. But you know, hey, it put me in the right direction. As men, we can't play down how important it is for the woman you want to want you back. Yeah, there may be certain situations where you could win a woman over with your money. And oh yeah, have your fun, right? But for the long term, is she really worth the investment of your time, your energy, your emotions? These are the questions you gotta ask yourself before you go chasing and wasting your time and money on coochie that don't even like you. Out of those 3 categories she named, of course you wanna be number 1, right? The one she desires and wants. But out of the other 2 categories, I'd rather a woman let me know straight up that she not interested. Instead of going on dates and paying for dinners and all that, and she don't even like me? Oh no, you don't want to be that guy. Because even if you end up in a long-term relationship with her, yeah, you may have, air quotes, won her over because you have her, but do you really have her? Could you really end up losing in the end? Now listen to what this, might I say, attractive woman says in this clip.
I have girlfriends in marriages right now who have settled with the nice, safe, secure guy we weren't all that attracted to. We didn't really want that much. We didn't have any chemistry with. We had meh sex with because we had to. Because the guy we actually felt passion and chemistry for doesn't want us, or makes us so emotionally unhinged and erratic that we can't look ourselves in the mirror anymore. Normally, those guys that we settle for don't make it happen. To us, it's like, well, damn, if you're putting up with it, well, okay, cool. If you're still here, cool. When you want to go, that's fine. But in the meantime, I got no one else. You're here to give it. Cool. I accept. But my God, I see how pathetic you are, and I will definitely use that to my advantage. We'd leave you in a heartbeat if someone better came along.
Ooh, woo, woohoo, that's painful. That is some harsh truth right there. That is that quiet part out loud that you need to hear. And oh yeah, it sounds cold, but hey, she is keeping it 1,000 though. And it's always whack when you hear someone getting played like a sucker. But then it's like, yo, how bad can you feel if he letting it happen? Especially if he's well aware of her intentions. But he's still staying with her because he wants her that bad. But you know what? Hearing these ladies drop all these reality stones, it shouldn't make you bitter. Why be bitter? It should make you better. That's right. It's a reminder of how you need to move, how you need to navigate. Don't be no sucker out here, man. Spending your time, your energy, your money on somebody who wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. Giving away all that attention for what? For what? Cause you wanna impress her? Win her over? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Put that energy towards somebody who wants you back, who's gonna give you that reciprocity, cause you deserve it. Have some self-respect. Let me tell you, that coochie hits different when it's the coochie that wants you back. Ooh, wee. Feels different. That's that macaroni and cheese coochie. Oh my gosh. But for real though, ain't nothing like that reciprocity. It's just a different kind of chemistry. And don't think just because you're not 6'5" and jacked that you can't find a woman to desire you. Nah, not at all. But at the same time, we can't slip into delusion and we have to be realistic with our options. It's not always about what you want, but what works best for you. Because when it comes to long term, you're more inclined to be the winner at the end of the race. So I seen this clip cross my timeline. It had like 12 million views. I'm like, okay, what's this about? To sum it up, it's a successful woman, she says, and she is expressing her frustration about being single and wanting love. But you know, I've been seeing videos like this from a lot of women online, and I've been hearing these frustrations from women in real life. But let's see what she's talking about, and I'm gonna come back and discuss it.
Quick question. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy? Before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Is that so hard?
Yo, you know what? I don't know if it's always been like this and social media is just exposing it more, but this is really a thing. Like, for real. It feels like a movie script. And I'm hearing a large sector, not all, but a large sector of women all reading for the same part of this movie. In the words of Seinfeld, what's the deal? What's the deal? Yo, I'm talking about saying the exact same things, word for word, bar for bar.
I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public, but...
Yo, you know I gotta keep it real, you feel me? I be baffled, you know, cause these women be attractive, all complaining about, the same things. And not just on social media, I'm talking about women I know personally. They be like, I already got my life together, but I want to share with somebody. I don't need a man, but I want a man. I can't find anybody. And I just be thinking, it don't take much to get a dude, especially if you're attractive. But I guess they have a specific type of thing they're looking for, and they're entitled to their preference. It is what it is. But after a while, if you can't find it, you may need to reevaluate. I mean, I'm just saying. But I'll expound on that in another video. One thing I do notice though, especially when I'm giving advice to women I meet in real life, the more conventionally attractive they are, the more they're confused about what men really want. If you listen to what she says, it's more about her accomplishments, what she wants.
It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it.
A man of quality, self-respect, doesn't live his life just to be an accessory to a woman because she wants to be entertained or amused. He's on his purpose. He wants a woman to compliment him, to be a helpmate, to be an asset, emotionally or whatever. I hate to break it to her, but most of that stuff she mentioned, her job, her being successful, independent, that don't turn men on. Dudes don't be caring about that stuff. I mean, that's nice that you built a great life for yourself. Wonderful. But what's that going to do for him? Because she's attractive, she's probably always been in a position where she can get men's attention without doing virtually anything. So she never really had to learn men or know what we want. I can tell. But what happens is after a while, that mentality backfires because you're gonna have to learn what a man wants in order to obtain and keep a quality man. Just like men have to learn what women really want. It's reciprocal. But that's difficult for a lot of attractive women because they were told their whole life that they ain't got to do nothing. Just live your life, take care of you, handle you, and when you're finally ready, some motherfucker named Mystical Miguel is gonna magically manifest, and he's gonna be everything you want. He's gonna worship the ground you walk on and love you for all your flaws. The end. Happily ever after. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. It just don't. And I had to tell this lady the other day, and she was appreciative that I was honest with her. Now, is it impossible? I can't say anything's impossible. I'm not God. But is it probable? I'm gonna tell you this though. Whoever was the catalyst of this programming, mission accomplished. It worked beyond belief because the amount of women I see and run into that think this exact same way, it's wild. And it could be really sad to see when things don't pan out the way they envision and they start having these breakdowns and crying on camera. Because think about it. They may have been told one thing their whole life and they realize that it ain't true and it hits them hard. You feel me? Like, that they ain't got to do nothing and the perfect man is just going to magically appear. And I know of some cool, down-to-earth, attractive women, but a lot of them be single. And there are some solid dudes out there that will love their dirty drawers, drink their bath water if they want it. But it's not what they looking for. And what they are looking for is not as realistic as they think. Yeah, yo, some wild times, you feel me? But hey, what do I know? But let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, baby, I'm out.